good evening. We're halfway through the first round here at the 2015 Players' Championship Finals at Butlins in Minehead. 8 more matches come tonight, but there's one that really stands out for us, and it's a rare first round meeting between two of the world's very best. Phil Taylor against the holder of this title and the current world champion, Gary Anderson.
Coming to you from Butlins, Minehead! It's all kicking up here in Minehead. Utterly brilliant tonight. Oh, what a finish. Perfect! Terrific finishing from the Scot. Gary Anderson, quite superb. Fantastic, Philip Taylor. Superb! Oh, what a great finish. Breathtaking. My word, what a checkout that is! And he does it! Sheer class. Great finish. Phil Taylor regains the Players' Championship. Anderson's on it. What a phenomenal finish, just brilliant. He's got it. Anderson, what a way to do it. Gary Anderson has done it. He is the Players' Champion.
Oh, what an absolute treat for us tonight. Taylor beat Anderson in the final in 2011. Anderson beat Taylor here in the quarterfinals last year on his way to winning the title. They're 6th up on stage tonight. Well, starting us off will be Joe Murnan. He won the first Players' Championship event this year, and he makes his debut in the finals. He's playing Dave Chisnall. Then it's the two lefties, James Wade and Mark Webster. Last year's runner-up, Adrian Lewis, plays John Henderson. Another Scot, Robert Thornton's up against Jamie Lewis. #1 seed and the winner of the last 3 televised tournaments, MVG, plays the World Youth Champion, Keegan Brown. Anderson versus Taylor is followed by Ian White against Barney. And then Peter Wright, who was runner-up last Sunday in Glasgow, meets Steve Beaton to round off the evening's entertainment. Well, it's a wild afternoon weather-wise outside here. We all got soaking wet going for our dinner, and it's also a wild one results-wise in here, as 5 lower seeds beat their more favoured rivals earlier on. Vincent van der Voort, Alan Norris, Gerwyn Price, Simon Whitlock and Daryl Gurney all winning against form today. And Benito van der Pas saw off Stephen Bunting. Mensel Sulovic beat Mervyn King, though Mervyn said he was suffering from sciatica in that match. They could all be classed as upsets. The #2 seed Michael Smith is safely through after beating Jamie Caven. Well, I mentioned there the World Youth Champion, Keegan Brown. His successor will be crowned on Sunday. That's in between the semi-finals and the final here in Minehead, when Max Hopp plays Nathan Aspinall. Germany versus England, we always like that. That's the first time that that final will have been held at this event. Now, on stage to start the session, it's Dave Chisnall versus Joe Murnan. Alton-based Murnan beat Chisnall to win his first ever Players' Championship in Crawley in May. So he shouldn't be too short of confidence tonight, you wouldn't have thought. Time to see what sort of form he's in this weekend. We'll get down to the stage with John McDonald.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome. You're joining us live on ITV from Butlins, Minehead. A very warm welcome indeed to the Cash Converters Players' Championship Finals, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation, and a very special welcome to the millions of viewers joining us around the world and those viewers joining us live on ITV Sport. Well, the players are ready, so let's get the action underway. Ladies and gentlemen, as he makes his debut in the Players' Championship, please welcome Joe Murnan! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of top 10 PDC ranking event. It's Dave Chisnall!
It wasn't Joe's chosen dance partner, was it? But hey, what the heck. In the commentary box for us tonight, dancing or not, Chris Mason and Stuart Pike.
Thank you, Jackie. So, should be a terrific night. The highlight, of course, Gary Anderson against Philip Taylor coming up a little later on. What a match that should be. But all the big guns in action, James Wade, Michael van Gerwen, Raymond van Barneveld, Adrian Lewis, to name but a few. And what a moment for Joe Murnan. 32-year-old from Bolton, made his big TV debut at the World Match Play, did well, lost to Adrian Lewis, but only just 10-7 in a great first round match. But for here, a debut at Minehead against Dave Chisnall, who has been in the past, only 3 years ago, he was the #1 seed here, but on that occasion, in the first round, he lost 6-0 to Wayne Jones. The seedings, as have been shown this afternoon, count for very little in this first round, but Chisnall, you would think, a big favourite.
Absolutely. Experience, ability, all play its part. I would imagine Joe will be very nervous.
Yeah, good player. You have to be a good player to win a Pro Tour event, and that's what Joe Murnan did way back in May, the biggest day of his career. But that Pro Tour win for the Boltonian opened so many doors for him, including this one. And would you believe, in the final, he beat Dave Chisnall.
Yeah, no mugs here. Any mugs with coffee in them.
84.
Yeah, but an opportunity here for Murnan, that's for sure. Winner of this, by the way, to take on Robert Thornton or young Jamie Lewis in
96.
the second round. Decent section of the draw.
Yeah, always throws up some interesting first round draws, and like you said, no more so than
40.
Anderson Taylor first round. Oh goodness. Race any final, that one.
Good stuff, Chizzy.
171.
Great stuff from Chizzy. Yeah, clearly a little bit on edge. Not surprising, Joe Murnan.
125.
It's all about gaining valuable experience on the big stage, isn't it? Chisnall then.
There's a good recovery. 62 left.
121. Junior Par 152.
Chance for Murnan. Outside chance, but Chisnall will have to
96.
split this after a loose last start.
17.
Let's see how Chisnall is on the finishing. Double 8. Double 4. Oh, good breaks in the opening leg. The 171 proved to be absolutely crucial, but the 171, a sign of a player who's in decent nick. But Chisnall has lost on the first round the last 3 years of this tournament. He won't want to lose another one here.
Quite got the weight right yet, Joe. That's interesting.
It's fair to say Dave Chisnall has the weight correct. 171 in the opening leg and the first 180 in leg 2. If Chizzy's playing as well as this,
100.
it could be swift and painful for Joe Murnan. He needs to get into this and quick.
134.
I measure that treble 19 perfectly.
Just too good so far, isn't he?
9 thrown, 129 left.
100. David Powell, 129.
Well, we remember the best 129 of the year, don't we? In Glasgow
93.
last Sunday, Michael Van Gerwen 129 on the ball to draw level in the final with Peter Wright. And the rest is history as he won the deciding leg with an 11 darter. But that 129 with Peter Wright sat on 90 to win it was sensational. Double 18 then for Chisnall for 2-0 here. Playing well.
Very. 15 and 13. 28 darts for 2 legs.
Trouble is, when you have very little TV experience and you're making your
96.
debut, as Murnan is here, over this short format, there isn't a lot of time to settle down, is there?
Especially if you're playing an informed Chisnall,
Yeah,
the
well,
legs go.
it can be brutal.
Yeah.
140.
That's better. Nice action, nice
Yeah,
throwing
there's
action.
Not a lot wrong with that. Well, it can't be. Like you said, he won a Players' Championships, and to win one of them in that field, in that company, you've got to be able to play.
123.
Chizzy won one as well. Back in May, beat Ian White in the final, his only win of the year, which for him is disappointing.
Well, that shows you how tough it is. You're not a guy of Chisnall's ability, only winning one.
It's like a magnet, that little green bit.
Strike rate on that is frightening.
Well, just played beautifully at the moment, Dave Chisnall.
100.
Yet to hit a 140. 6 tons for Joe Murnan, but not enough against Chizzy at the moment. Oh, great to leave double 18.
86. Joe Europal, 161.
Double 20. Triple 17. Needs to pressure the 18.
44. Dave Europal, 18.
It's for 3-0. Yep, he split it. 10 double 4, playing the percentage game, and that's why. Oh, that was good thinking. That was A, the confidence that Chisnall had in going for it, but B, the fact that if he missed, he didn't think Murnan could take out 117. Well, unlucky.
Yeah, very.
Well, Murnan's won 3 on the spin against Chizzy, all on the Pro Tour,
60.
all by 6 legs to 4. He's settled for that at this moment. But it looks unlikely the way that Dave Chisnall is playing.
97.
Yet again, that treble 19. This is just exceptional. 109 average for Dave Chisnall.
140.
Only in the 4th leg, but he's already hit 11 treble 19s.
I think he's missed it once.
100.
How dare he? He's been that good though, hasn't he? We put the curse on him.
58.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
And needs a big treble. Needs a big treble, otherwise he could be in more trouble.
100.
Good dart.
Dave Europal,
Oh, with his love of double 18. Oh, That's a strange one, considering he loves double 18.
Been so good on the treble 19, but he's opened the door here. Joe Murnan, one treble gives him a dart and a double. Murnan yet to have a shot 56. At a double in this match, but he'll hope to have a dart here. This for a break of throw, by the way. Well, there's the one. That's the easy bit.
The one had to come off at some time.
41, David plus 60.
He needs to just clean this leg up now. It's awkward.
That's a terrific dart. Through the eye of a tungsten needle, Dave Chisnall. Look at that. Couldn't see much of the bed, but the dart went through the flight. 4-0.
140.
Second 140 of this contest. Just not scoring heavy enough to handle Chisnall.
56.
Of course, Dave Chizzy, £30,000 richer after that 9-darter at the Grand Slam.
60.
Michael van Gerwen missed double 12 to take 15,000 off him, but no one picked the Chisnall pocket, and £30,000 better off. The 9-dart bonus here, by the way, in Minehead this weekend. £10,000 as Chizzy bangs in 2 more treble 19s.
Well, if we have another Super Sunday, fancy one to go this weekend.
Here he goes again.
96.
Well, he's got himself back in this leg. Stay in there.
100.
He's got steadily better, Joe Murnan. Looks like he's left himself too much to do.
100.
Yeah, this is.
Well, he left 101 in the last leg.
This is a must. 2 12s.
89.
That's his first dart at a double. Now this would hurt, wouldn't it?
Yep, this would crush Murnan. Treble 19, double 19. Look out.
77. Joey requires 12.
Well, he's chasing the doubles and it's turned into a nightmare, hasn't it? Now, is he going to do what he did last time and split it, or is it straight for it? Straight for it.
Awkward now.
Oh, another good dart. Well, Dave Chisnall here is just far too good. Joe Murnan isn't getting a look in. Dominant for Chisnall. He only needs one more. 5-0 in front. Turning into a nightmare in Minehead for Murnan. Joe Murnan making his debut here. 5-0 down to Dave Chisnall. The opening match of Friday night at the Players' Championship Finals. And Chizzy is a leg away from a second-round clash against either Robert Thornton or Jamie Lewis. Murnan has had 3 darts at doubles. Chizzy has been totally dominant. Helped by
96.
Incessant pounding of the treble 19. But it's been a chastening experience so far for Joe Murnan.
134.
We might see him play a little bit better from this point because the pressure will be off.
123.
And he just can play with a bit of freedom now.
Yeah, that's all he could do. Try and relax. I think he was edgy at the start.
Yeah, he looked nervous.
40.
I just got the feeling that once Chizzy got into a rhythm, it was as easy as ABC, and so it's turned out to be for Chisnall.
Might have just been a disappointment of Daniela not having a barn dance with him.
46.
We know he's a better player. We saw at the World Match Play when he took Adrian Lewis to a terrific game in the first round, but just not happened for Murnan here.
140.
And Chisnall closing in on the first whitewash of the Players' Championship this year.
Probably the only one.
100. Debut crowd 100.
So Tops. Oh, that was unlucky.
Bent
Hit
the
the
wire.
flight, yeah. Double 10.
90.
It's loose. Can't be nervous. 5-0 up. Well, to wrap up, a rout.
Well, it really was as easy as that for Dave Chisnall. A 6-0 whitewash of Joe Murnan with an average of 97, but he did what he had to do.
Yeah, it was class. 6 out of 14 on his doubles, 43%. That would do nicely. Just the 180, 4 140s, but looked very, very good when he was switching down to treble 19.
Well, an excellent start to the evening for Dave Chisnall. The big guns still to come. Lewis, Van Gerwen, Anderson against Taylor, the highlight. Raymond van Barneveld and Peter Wright. All to come, but it's Chisnall who gets off to a flyer. 6-0 against Joe Murnan.